Max, you got me thinking, because when you asked me, it was such a great question of what makes a good chef. Well, it got me thinking, what makes a good pastor?
Yeah. Well, I think you have to have a genuine love for God, and it needs to be a call, a real call. When I became a Christian when I was 20, and about the age of 22, I began to sense a desire to be a pastor. And I went to my pastor. I went to the man who pastored the church I was attending. I was a student at the time at Abilene Christian University, way up in West Texas, in Abilene, Texas. And I set up an appointment. I went in, I talked to him and told him I was thinking about becoming a pastor. And he gave me a great line. He said, "Max, don't pastor unless you have to. But if you have to, you'll be a good pastor." And that was, I've really come to see that's true. Every job or every position, every call has its challenges. And being a pastor has, I think, more than its share. I mean, there's a lot of broken hearts, and you've got to understand what you can do and cannot do. But if it's a call on your heart, if you feel like, okay, I was placed on the planet for this purpose, that's enough. That's enough to give you the strength. So I think you have to have a sense of call that I was made for this. I think you do need to have a genuine love for God, a love for the Bible.
That seems like number one, right? That seems like.
I mean, you can't fake that. You can't fake it.
That seems.
I started writing books. Early in my ministry, I wrote a book way back in 1984. And I sent it out. I sent the manuscript to 15 publishers, and I got 14 rejections. But then number 15 said yes. And that opened the door. And I've written at least a book a year ever since, and sometimes two. And I really like writing. Now, I think that'd be an interesting question, too. What kind of personality makes for a good writer?
100%.
And I think I'm a bit of an introvert. I'm really more of an introvert than an extrovert.
Wow.
And I like being alone, and you have to be alone a lot if you're going to get a book done. People talk to me about writing who are really extroverts, and they say, I have a hard time keeping my butt in the seat and getting the work done. And I say, I get it, but you got to do it. You got to do it. I mean, you just got to sit there and get words on the page. And for me, though, being alone, there's an advantage in being more of an introvert than an extrovert. I think I'm kind of a 60% introvert, 40% extrovert. So I can click that part of my brain in, and it works to my advantage.
Oh, wow. No, that's incredible. There's no way I can barely write a note to somebody. So
You're not alone, friend. You're not alone. And I feel the same way about what you do. You set me in a kitchen, I wouldn't know which way to turn. So we all have our different call, right?
Sure.
So God bless you. It's a good thing you're doing.